it's Alisha. So today I'm going to be introducing my new series. Here we go! Today I'm going to be giving advice to my younger self. So basically, if you're younger than me or you just want advice on a fresh start, this is perfect for you. Hey! Okay, these are 8 pieces of advice on things I would tell my younger self to be happier. I bet my glasses are reflecting. I should have got lensless ones. Okay, so, that was really loud, I've never done that before. Okay, so, number 1, you're at least 10 times prettier than you think you are. I always, when I was younger, used to be like, oh, I'm really unattractive. I always used to think that I looked really disgusting all the time, and I used to let it like bother me. Obviously, now looking back, I would have enjoyed myself a lot more when I was younger if I just didn't care what people thought of me, or if I just like thought, maybe I'm a little bit attractive, but not like that much. Like, instead of just being like, oh, I'm really ugly, and just staying inside all the time. Like, I was a little bit of a social reject. Well, I still am, but I'm getting better, I hope. I think. Number 2, life is always gonna get better, even if it looks horrible at the moment. Like, because when I was younger, I used to always focus on the negative and be like, oh, my life is just getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's just never gonna get better. And I think maybe if I'd thought, oh, I'm getting somewhere, instead of, oh, I'm going nowhere kind of thing, like, I probably would have gotten somewhere and actually tried in school instead of just being sad and sat in the corner and just been alone. Like, I should have probably focused on like the whole you can't have a sunshiny day without a rainy day every so often, but instead I was a pessimist. I always used to be a pessimist. Now I'm more of an optimist sometimes. But yeah, I think I should have probably focused on the positive more. Okay, number 3, actually worked in school. Like, I wish that I had tried a little bit harder and I'd worked a little bit better, and like I'd accepted the situations I was put in, used them as like a learning curve, but instead I kind of just went, oh, as a challenge, and just stopped, and then worked really hard at home. And I did amazing working at home, like doing all my schoolwork at home, but I probably should have done better in school. Number 4, avoid the people with negative minds, like people that always say, like, if something happens, they're like, oh, well, that's the rest of my life ruined. Like, I should have stayed away from them really in school, because I hung around with quite a few people that were really negative. Like, not all of them, but a few people. And just day-to-day life, I hang around with negative people sometimes, and I kind of regret it a little bit, because it made me very negative in school. But obviously I can't like let it drag me down, so I kind of forget about it. But I don't know, I think maybe if I had hung out with more positive people in school, I would have had a better experience. But the past is the past. I had a few like wild blasts with them and stuff, but it was kind of rare. But yeah, so maybe hang out with more positive people in school and you'll be a lot better off. Okay, number 5, good things in life always take time. Like, okay, let's use life a little symbolism. Let's say life is bread that you put in the bread maker. You can't have tasty bread unless you put a lot of effort into it. And like, you've got to get all the little ingredients together, you got to work hard at it, you got to knead the dough of life, and then yay, have good life bread. You've got to work really, really hard to get good things, and if you get something given to you, it's not the same. Like, you haven't worked for it, it's not as good, you know? The bread of life, I can't get over that. Sometimes I'm funny. You have to wait for my relationship advice next week to hear about Relationship Island though. Okay, number 7, try and enjoy the journey instead of like getting ready to enjoy the outcome. I am a very competitive person. I always try to reach the goal before everyone else. I still do to this day, try and reach the goal like straight away. And I think maybe instead, if I enjoyed like the journey and like thought, oh, this is so much fun, instead of trying to reach the goal, like, I don't know, sometimes I even like that in like relationships and friendships. I always try and reach like this perfect thing that's not even real sometimes, and instead I should probably just enjoy like the journey, and I sometimes forget that because well, it's quite easy to forget. Number 6. I went in the wrong order. Stop worrying what other people have and enjoy what you've got. If you spend all your time being like, well, she's got really great stuff and I have nothing, you're gonna be really miserable, and I need to keep telling myself that because I am awful. Basically, the moral of the story is don't worry about what other people have. As long as you are happy with what you've got, or you learn to be happy with what you've got, you haven't got a problem, really. Like, I don't know, like I didn't like the stuff I had, and then I looked back and I was like, wait, I have an iPhone, I have a camera that works, I have a laptop that works, I have a dog that loves to sleep on my bed like a little baby animal, I have Vinto, I'm great. I'm perfectly happy with my life. You don't even need material things to be happy. Like, I could sell all my stuff. I probably could sell my phone and just write letters and they'd reply straight away, hopefully. Except I can't read any of my friends' writing except for Claire's, so that would be a waste of time. Number 8. Stop worrying about what people think. Like, I know it's hard to, but you've just got to. Like, if you're walking down the street, mind your own business, and you see people walk past and you're like, oh, what are you thinking? Stop right now. Stop. Okay, I know it's really hard to, but it just puts you in a down mood, and no matter what you're worrying, people are never gonna stop thinking. Like, that's obvious. So I think that it just does you more damage than good if you worry about what people think, and if I'd remembered that when I was younger, I wouldn't have tried to fit in so much. Sometimes I forget that's like the main source of bitching. Like, if you're different and there are bitches near you, they're gonna bitch about you. It's obvious, and I just don't care anymore. Like, if people are like, oh, you look really different today, like, great, thank you, bye. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment in my life where I just don't care. And if I'd had that when I was younger, I would have been a lot happier every day, but obviously I didn't, because I didn't really know how to do it, and now I've mastered it. I deserve like a little hat to like commemorate this. Let me find a hat. I have a kind of hat. Okay, we've commemorated the fact that I've mastered the art of not caring, okay? Okay, my final piece of advice to my younger self. Talk to everyone you have the chance to, because everyone has their own story. I don't even know where that advice came from, but that's always been like in the back of my head. Like, I'm not sure if it was either my dad or this guy on TV that was a trucker. Like, my dad is a trucker, so either way, basically this guy, or my dad, I'm not sure which, was like, I don't know how he phrased it, but it was beautiful, and I can't phrase it the same as him, but basically, talk to everyone you have the chance to, because they all have stories, and some people have beautiful stories, other people need help with their stories, and you can be the help that they need, and it's just great. Everyone needs someone to listen, and I am a pretty good listener, or I like to think I am, and I'm pretty good at advice apparently, so here I am doing my advice and listening to everyone's stories. Comment below if you need any advice or anything, and I'll do a topic video like this, but better, okay? Next week, we are going to take a trip to Relationship Island. Woo! So, I hope you guys enjoy that. Okay, bye!